Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on DisneyPlus.com. A quick news update for you guys on a brand new Power Rangers series coming soon to Disney Plus. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. So following the huge success of Percy Jackson and the Olympians on Disney Plus, looks like we're going to be getting a brand new series based on an iconic franchise, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Because the showrunners of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz, are now working on bringing another well-established franchise to the streaming platform. They're going to be working on this with 20th Television, and this is also going to be produced with Hasbro, which actually own the rights to the Power Rangers franchise. But it's kind of ironic because Disney at one point actually owned the Power Rangers franchise. However, they sold it in 2010 to Saban. In that time before that, there was a number of different series that aired on the Disney channels, on the Fox Family Network, and yeah, they sold it off, and then Hasbro brought Saban. And now sort of Hasbro have been kind of rejigging how they do their television network and their programming, because at one point they owned E1 and they sold that off, and now they're looking to partner up with other companies to create content. They're teaming up with Netflix on Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering, and obviously they've done things like Transformers and stuff, but it looks like Power Rangers looks like it's in early development now for Disney Plus. Now, this is again very early stages. It could be a couple of years away. Now, if you've never watched the Power Rangers, it's an interesting show. It's basically a group of teenagers that all have martial arts skills that come together. They're superheroes, and they have these big medic like dinosaurs or animals, and then they can all come together and to form one great big Zoid. And it usually ends in a big battle, a little bit like Godzilla, between a monster and a massive robot in a city. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't watched Power Rangers since I was a kid with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Used to watch that kind of every Saturday morning. My brother was really into it, and I kind of got into it as well. Definitely had the kind of, at the time, the kind of Godzilla vibes, and that's what I remember. I'll be honest, I haven't seen any other season or show since then. I know they've rebooted it a couple of times. At one point as well, 20th Century Studios actually released a couple of live action movies based on the classic show. So Disney kind of got distribution rights for some of those films. It's a very messy thing. But there's a lot of interest in the Power Rangers and, you know, what characters they're going to do. Is it going to be a full reboot? How they're going to do it? Who's going to star in it? How many episodes? And I think this is a great move forward for Disney, because they really desperately need some shows for like tweens, early teenagers, something that they can get their hands on, something that's maybe full of action, but also can be produced pretty cheaply. I don't think it's necessarily going to be at the same level as some of the cheapness that was done with the initial series. I always remember that, you know, they used to use footage from the Japanese show that they that was based on. So yeah, they can do different things with it, and it's a very, very popular franchise. And as well, you know, Disney has a long history with their Power Rangers franchise, so they can kind of lean in on that as well. Again, it will be based for a new generation, so always with these kind of things, sometimes, you know, fans of the past will be kind of reminiscing about what they had and what they watched. But obviously this is going to be based for a new generation, because Hasbro are going to want to sell toys. They're going to want to do all the action figures for all the different heroes and all the villains, and obviously the mechs and the Zoids and stuff. I think this is a great move for Disney. I think this is exactly what they need. They need more of these kind of big, epic shows. And I think Disney Plus is the perfect home for it. It's a global scale. And, you know, if Hasbro are trying to reach that audience, I think this is a great move forward. But let me know, are you excited about a brand new Power Rangers series arriving on Disney Plus? Would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below. Go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters.